All right, welcome to UTLR Live. Um, I guess I'm your host. I don't know. I don't do this stuff often, but my boy Kenny does, and I will let him take it away. What's going on, Kenny? Great to be here, man. Like I said, I'm your host, Mo on the Whole 12, two-time champ. Kenny here, SRX champion, and heck of a dirt racer. We will be your hosts tonight, going for this. Yes, sir. Going for we we will be the broadcast crew for the championship race tonight for the trucks. It shall be interesting. I guess some things to note are the big time hitters of LRS and Ducky. And I think it comes down to LRS needs to finish either 2 spots ahead or win. And Ducky, of course, if he just finishes ahead of LRS, he would win. And then SP needs a lot to happen, but it's possible as Alex took out the whole field at the end of the race last week. So, you never know what can happen. Absolutely, absolutely. I think with this Chicago track and this trucks, the cars are very stable, but you're going to have a lot of guys going for it in every which way. And I know last year, 2 years ago, LRS did win here in the trucks. So he's got a step ahead of Ducky, I think. And we all know that Ducky's a great racer, but I think LRS might have his number. I don't know. What do you think, Kenny? All right. Well, shoot. Let me see here. Nobody's inviting me to the race yet, so we're all right. All right. There we go. Now Kenny's here. I guess we'll welcome in Kenny again. Welcome, Kenny. Now talk to the people. Hopefully they can hear me too. I'm assuming my stuff's on. I'm enjoying the race now. I don't know if they invited you yet. Okay. We got the video and stuff up on the stream, I'm assuming, as well. Alright, cool. I am in the race. Alex is talking about my broadcasting skills in his own stream. What's good, Alex? Keep on talking that mess. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, so it looks like we're... Good news for you is I think they're lagging a little bit, but I could be wrong. I don't know why that is. Let me... Or maybe I'll restart it. And stream, microphone on, plug in one. Can you hear me? Oh, wait a minute. There it is.
Okay,
All right.
finally. After
Well,
some
had a
many,
little technical difficulty.
many technical. You can tell we don't do this stuff enough.
No, no. I usually am racing the Cup cars on Wednesday. I am never in the booth, but just think of me as when the Cup guys do Xfinity races and they don't really know
Yeah.
what they're doing either. So here I am, and here's our boy Kenny. So Kenny, if you want to introduce yourself again before these guys go green. And I think we're going to miss the starting lineup, but it is what it is.
Oh, never miss the starting lineup when I'm here. Check this out. Your pole sitter, number 2, LRS, 2's outside. The number 20, UTLR Storm. Row 2 on the inside. UTLR SR1 bad in the 4, and 2's outside. The 04, the low grow. As it looks like we've taken the green flag. We got the top 4 done. That's all that matters. Out front, LRS with the lead behind him. Championship contenders out front. LRS in one bad lead the way for lap number 1.
Yep, and Ducky, he started in the back due to some personal matters, and I think he's already made his way up. Let me see here. I want to say he's up to 4th already. He started in 12th place and is all the way up to 4th. So, or maybe I might have that a little bit off. Maybe that's not his truck. I apologize. He's in 9th.
Lap 1 in the books. 3 wide as they enter turn 1. It's going to be Ducky. Ducky and Hack making contact off of turns 1 and 2.
Hack hard into the wall there. He's going to fall all the way back to 12th and probably lose the draft, I feel like. I feel like the draft's going to be pretty key here tonight.
Oh, for sure. Chicagoland, a big racing surface. Not technically a super speedway, but still, it's probably close to the size of, I want to say like Michigan or Kansas, because it's got long straightaways and long, wide corners.
Yes, absolutely. And you can see here I'm riding with Alex right now. Went up top and drove it all the way to the bottom of turn 1 and 2. So he's tapering it all the way up closer to the wall and going from there. So he's got kind of a commanding lead right now. Everyone's kind of just trickling in behind him. LRS diving it down to the bottom there. Closing in a little bit, but can't get there. He might chill behind him for a bit. Still only the first 3 laps in the race. He's really no need to push it too much.
Yeah, stage points don't really matter for the championship, guys. Stage points only matter for, those that are outside of the championship, because even though stage points don't matter for the top 4 contenders for the championship, these other guys are still trying to advance their position for, for that final points layout. But, not only that, but they're also trying to, with gaining more positions, that gives them a better opportunity to have a better seating in the next selection for numbers for next season.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a huge thing to know. We might have faces in new places next year, as LRS he got taken 3 wide by the 32 there, and then the 32 kind of slid up in front of him. That was an excellent move by SP. That was brilliant. LRS kind of had him, and SP said, no, not today, and LRS has slid to 4th. But as it stands right now, LRS would have the championship if it were to end. But again, they're only 5 laps into this thing, so
but he gets it straight and you stay green, but 3 wide going into turn 1.
3 wide LRS. Oh, low broke thing. Took it all the way down to the bottom. Low broke took it all the way down to the bottom. Kind of cut off the nose of Storm, and then it gave SP the lead and shoved LRS back to 4th. LRS still in the draft though. He's not out of it by a long shot. It's going to get interesting later in the run and see if they get loose or anything. Low broke up to the top. Looks like Storm's going to go to the bottom. And these guys are racing like it's the last lap already. Low broke almost into the wall. Riding on board with LRS here, one of the championship contenders. Riding behind Storm at the moment, drafting him. Giving him a little shove through the corner. Trying to shove him out of the way a little bit there, it looks like. Could be wrong. He's going to take 2nd place here.
Yeah, 3 wide almost again, going into 1 and 2.
Yep, 3 wide. And I think Ducky, he's in 6th place right now, just creeping behind everybody, just saying, keep going 3 wide, keep battling it out. I will be right up there. Gunning for the championship, as I think that was LRS that hit the apron there and slid up a little bit. But Ducky is literally going to be right on the back bumper of Low Broke here, give him another lap, and he's going to be right in contention with the top 6. And SP is running away at the moment.
High road come from? Look at that, up to 2nd to 16.
Yeah, he's got that purple looking. He's like Grimace out there. I don't even know.
A little late on the Grimace birthday deal.
Yep. Hey, he's making that car look good up there in 2nd place. And SP he's found something, because he's not pulling away, but he's like keeping a car length or 2 ahead of everybody. So he's doing the right things.
Yeah, I tell you what, this track is really weird on its configuration, because it's got 2 short straightaways and a dog leg almost on the front straightaway, and then a long curving back straightaway. Not true straight racing surface right here on the back straightaway, so you're kind of always at an angle as you enter the corner.
Yeah, it's definitely different. It's not like you can diamond the corner up too well here. You kind of have to bring it down as far as you can to the bottom, try to stick it there, and taper yourself up to going into the dog leg. You're good. As you can see, they use that apron and the dog leg a lot, and Ducky shoving his truck in there. I'm surprised.
You were the last truck champion in UTL GTLR. Is it kind of weird watching these guys battle for this year's truck championship, being that you were the previous champion of your?
Yeah, it's definitely different to watch it this year. I mean, I think last year was Cup, but the year before that it was trucks, and I miss it sometimes. But I like the Cup a lot more. It's just I think the cars are a little bit harder to drive, and it comes to I guess the way I drive my car, the forte of it and everything, and I like it a lot better. But man, watching these guys go definitely makes me wish I was out there a little bit, that's for sure. They are fun to drive, and they're obviously fun to watch, as we see. And it's been a great show, and I think Chicago, I've won here once in the trucks. And honestly, the biggest thing is utilizing that draft, and pretty much every single time a caution comes out, you're going to want to take tires because it eats up the tires pretty quick, even in one lap. So,
oh, for sure. But, you know, talking about, you know, your previous championships, tomorrow night, you're going to get your shot at, you know, what, your third consecutive championship in a row?
Yes, yeah, I'm looking to three-peat.
Whoa, we got contact. Sorry to cut you off. Oh, we got one.
No, you're good.
Oh, my goodness, we got action all over the place. There's one's going down pit road.
Crazy back there. Looks like I got into somebody. It looks like Drake got put down pit road by
rookie of the year for the Cup car.
Yeah, rookie of the year for the Cup cars has had an excellent season over there. I'm pretty sure he's come close to a few wins here in the trucks, but haven't been able to secure one just yet. And now he's probably serving a penalty on pit road. That is unfortunate for him. But yeah, going into tomorrow, we got the Cup race and going for a three-peat. Don't call me Michael Jordan. Don't call me the Lakers with Shaq and Kobe. But man, if I can get that third one, it'd be great. I'm going into a same situation I had dealt with last year, just having to finish 6th or better. But it's going to be tough. Ducky's a heck of a competitor, and if he can win and I finish 7th, it's all his. So it's going to be a tough one for sure.
Well, and to point something out, you know, last weekend you had a really rough race at Richmond. To me, Richmond was really rough for everybody, but especially for the playoff guys, it looked like it was a dog show all around. You know, you got chopped on the apron a few times, and then the last time it really hurt you because it sent you all the way back to almost mid-pack on one of the final restarts, and you really had to hustle that race car to get it up to a decent top 5 finish.
Yeah, that was definitely difficult. I think it just chalked it up to hard racing. As LRS and SP getting each other, and LRS is spinning in front of Ducky, and it looks like, oh, maybe that's the end of the stage, maybe? I think that's the end of the stage. All right, they were just going all crazy on my end. So that's the end of the stage with SP winning it, LRS 2nd, Ducky 3rd. So if it ended like that, Ducky would be your champion. But going into tomorrow, yeah, I think Richmond was tough. There was a little ordeal between me and Ducky. Kind of shoved me on the apron. Didn't mean to. Kind of chalked it up to hard racing. And I was a little upset when it happened, but we talked this week and made up for it. But yeah, I think the playoff guys were racing hard, especially the other guys. I've won the first 2. They needed to win. Ducky pulled out a win on his end, so congrats to him on that. And he's put himself in position to possibly win a championship tomorrow. It's not over for him yet. It's a tall task, but it's not over for him. So when it comes down to LRS, SP, and Ducky, and myself in the Final 4, I have respect for all 3 of those guys, and it's going to be interesting as we get going here in Stage 2, and we have the SP and LRS tandem up front, and LRS says, not today, Ducky. I am going to the bottom, and I'm getting out of here. And he takes off Ducky's nose there. That was really aggressive, and I'm curious how this SP-LRS tandem, not condom.
Oh, man.
Use protection.
All right, guys. Well, we've had more in the hole. Now we've got condom instead of connection.
This broadcast brought to you by Trojan Condom with LRS and SP. LRS is shoving it into the back of SP. Yeah, we're going to get canceled. We might get Alex kicked off of Twitch. We are sorry, Alex. Hopefully this gets some laughs.
Hey, at least
but
we're
LRS
promoting safe intercourse between individuals.
Exactly. We are good here. We are a family-friendly league, and we are just trying to keep it that
Just
way, all right?
remember, if you don't wear rubber, you might end up with a fire hose instead of
Instead of the other.
Exactly.
But this LRS SP tandem, it looks like LRS is just kind of chilling there behind him. He's not trying to pass them. Looks like they're drafting, kind of pulling away. I'm curious how it's going to work out.
Well, the way they sit right now, I believe it's a tie break. It's a tie between Mole and LRS because LRS is 1 point behind. Now he's 1 point ahead of, or he's gained that 1 point on Ducky by being in front of Ducky. But at the same time, I don't know. Oh, and look at that! Inside to the lead goes LRS and Ducky. Second SP in the fence.
Oh, SP in the fence all the way back there, and that's shoving him all the way back to third with Ducky right behind. But LRS wins this race. That's 5 points, so he would get the championship if it were to end now. So it's going to be an interesting battle between these two.
Well, I know LRS and I know SP. Those two are my best buds. My question is with Ducky having a great run already, is SP going to focus on the championship, or do you think he's going to try to help his buddy out?
Yeah, I mean, if I know anything about those two, I think he would. If SP is right up there, he's probably going to help LRS because SP needs a lot of help anyway. Unless he decided to do a crazy move and wreck the two, that might win a championship. Tony Stewart said he'd wreck his own mother to win a championship, but I don't think SP has that in him. So I think he wants.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'd hate to say it, but not saying SP's a dirty driver, but this is the time where you lay your cards down, you pull all your chips in, you're all in. The nicest guy can be the biggest jerk on the racetrack for a championship, as it looks like High Road and SP making contact behind your leaders. SP
Yeah, it
able
looked
to
like
hang
High
on
Road
to
slid
it.
up into him. Yeah, High Road slid up to him when he was right there, and then kind of got him a little bit loosened up, and then Wombat all the way in the grass. I don't know, that's going to help him get up there. Definitely lost some time. See how far, yeah, 5th on back is pretty far away. It's kind of looks like these four checked out a little bit. See where Ducky's, Ducky and LRS, and then it's the other two, but I don't think the other two has lost the draft. They might if they keep battling like that back there, though.
And I like what SP's doing. He's got a good run on the middle group of 3 and 4. He's going to duck down behind High Road down the front straightaway, down into 1 and 2. He's going to follow the draft and try to get on the back bumper as they go down into 1 and 2. High Road takes a slightly lower lane. SP a lane higher, trying to get the run off the middle. Looking to the outside, trying to get to the outside down to that straightaway. Into 3 and 4 they go. LRS still all over the back bumper of Ducky as they enter 3 and 4.
Yep, all over the back bumper. It looked like he peeked into his inside, but maybe LRS is being a little bit patient as he ducks into the inside of the dog leg, but I don't think he had enough. Ducky kind of blocked it off pretty quick.
And Mole, I don't think we're going to see anything crazy just yet because it is only stage 2, so I don't think they're going to throw everything in just yet, like I was saying earlier, but I know it's coming. As soon as we see stage 3, the aggression is going to crank up, the dial is going to go all the way to 10. These guys are probably going to be one of the worst enemies in the racing circus.
Absolutely, we're on board with LRS right now, letting the bumper view at the moment. Trying to see his line. He takes it all the way up to the wall out of the dog leg and into I know where Ducky. Ducky kind of diamonds it a tad and then brings it up to the wall himself. LRS is kind of just chilling right behind, not trying to play his cards too early. Here, and he dives back down to 3 and 4, just a tad bit lower than Ducky. Gets it. Ducky takes it more to the wall and it's LRS takes it down to the apron. LRS gonna make a move here? No, he's just chilling. So I think yeah, like you said,
LRS kind of caught Ducky in the snare of the
yeah,
LRS
I saw it gave him a little
really patient. He's really not on that 23 a whole lot right now. He's thinking big picture right now. Because if he hurts himself, he's going to have a bad starting spot when stage 3 starts. And we all know if you have a bad starting spot in stage 3,
go get this W. I don't care about a championship. Just give me a win.
So,
For a newcomer to the States.
so tomorrow night, the final race we have for the Gen 6 car before we move to the next gens. You know, the next gen cars, they really seem to be a little bit more stable and more balanced than the Gen 6 cars were. The Gen 6s were really loose to begin with, but these next gens, they seem to hug the racetrack a lot better. And you know, we've had a lot of practices, and there's been a lot of people up front that would normally not be up front. Are you expecting more winners for next season? You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think we're going to have the most parity in a season that we've ever had before.
Oh, and look at, hate to cut you off,
yeah,
but
LRS
Ducky
going to
brushes
the lead.
the outside fence. Oh, and they make contact. That was the stage win right there.
That was a stage. There we go. LRS with the stage W, I think. Yes,
Ducky
yes, he did.
made
If I'm looking at
one
Ducky's stream.
mistake, and he slid up and brushed the outside fence, and LRS took the stage win. Oh my goodness.
LRS with a heck of a move, and we might see that in stage 3. What I'm worried about is if he played his cards too early there.
Yeah, he may have,
Ducky's gonna
he may
know
have
that
showed
move.
his hand.
Yep. In this next stage here, they're going to have 40 laps and 21 laps of fuel, if I'm reading that right. Maybe 25 laps of fuel. So they're looking for a green flag stop if everything keeps on going the way it has been. We haven't had any cautions yet. Knock on wood.
It's been a very
Hopefully I
clean
didn't
race,
jinx
but as much as I hate to say it, I feel like that's fixing to change with the start of Stage 3, because now this is where it matters. Stage 3 is where this race matters.
Yes, this is where everybody puts everything they have right on the table, and we figure out who the champion's going to be.
Well, boys, we got 40 laps left. We are going to crown a champion for your UTLR Truck Series in 40 laps. Green flag in the air. LRS with a good run down into 1 and 2.
Yep, takes it down into 1 and 2. Has SP right behind him. He's probably loving that every single time he sees that 32 truck right behind him. He knows that he has a friend with him that's going to push him all the way up there, unless he decides to turn his back on LRS for once, but I don't think that's going to happen. So LRS out front.
Not with the way things go, but hey, check this out. Haven't talked about this guy much. It's your other championship contender. UTLR One Bad up to P5 in the 24 as they enter 1 and 2. Can One Bad try to play upset here? If One Bad can get a win, he's going to have to rely on everybody else having bad finishes, because, like you said, those 5 bonus points for winning will only matter if the gap was closer. But he's minus 10 right now. He needs the other 3 guys to have issues, and he needs to get the win in order to have a shot at being your champion for this season. Tall order for sure, but I think it's doable.
One Bad's aggressive. He'll go for it. You know,
oh,
you
speaking
never
of
know what
aggressive, we
he'll
got
do.
one of the outside fence behind your leaders. I think it was B-Rad or Brad in the 17. Tagging the outside fence, and look at that high road to the outside fence.
Man, B-Rad and High Road, taking the high road, going all the way up to the fence. And I don't think that's very rad at all. So stinks for them, but they still got the draft.
No, I'm looking at Brad right now. Looks like him and High Road make some contact off the exit of 3 and 4. Down into 1 and 2. Everybody's starting to break away. Your leaders, 3-car tandem breaking away. And it looks like Ducky has taken the lead back from the LRS as they enter the back straightaway.
Yes, we did miss that pass. I don't know where Ducky got him. I think we might have got him on the dog leg and then got him going into 1 and 2 there as we ride with SP right behind these guys. But they are 1, 2, 3, just like the championship right now. And it is a close one.
As it sits right now, Ducky leading. He's got the championship if he can hold on to the lead, but you know, it's kind of vice versa. If LRS jumps to the lead, then he wins the championship. So I think this one's going to come down to the wire.
Yep, I think it's going to come down to whoever wins this race. And one thing to note too is we do have green flag pit stops if we don't have any cautions here. So is strategy going to play a factor into it? I'm not sure. I don't think anybody's going to take 2 tires or anything if it does come to that. But
well, I know somebody that would, and he's one of your championship contenders.
It is this guy right here, One Bad. And he would go, man, my left side tires were only at 90%. I don't take it. As we ride along with him going on the side. top 3 up there.
And you know,
No
somebody else you give a
detail.
lot of crap for his strategies is your other championship contender, SB. You know, he's throwing some really wild ones out at us sometimes.
Yeah.
Whether
Yeah.
it be not
Yeah. Yeah.
going for just pulling the light in the weed, no tires, just gas.
Yep. And it's worked out for him before.
It has, but it's also backfired for him very hard unfortunately.
Yes, absolutely. We've seen him wreck in Mid-Ohio and stuff before, so. But hopefully he's changed his ways. Maybe he'll even win this race tonight. Who knows? He's just chilling behind LRS and Ducky right now, I think. He might be going to the next pit stop cycle here.
Yeah, the only way SB's going to win is if he wins the championship, he's going to have to get the win here tonight. And I believe both LRS and Ducky need to be minus 2 degree positions behind him.
Yep. So if they go through, if they LRS and Ducky double up going into 3 and 4, will SP take it 3 wide and maybe take him out? I don't know. I don't think he'll do that.
Yeah, but if he does that, he's still racing for a championship tomorrow night. And both of these guys,
yeah, that's true.
All 3 of these guys that are watching racing for this truck championship right now are the same 3 guys plus you that will be watching tomorrow night for the Cup championship. So you gotta think, if something happens tonight, SB, LRS, Ducky, if they step on each other's toes, I guarantee you tomorrow night their mentality is, okay, he's wrecked me once for a championship, now it's my turn.
Yep, absolutely, and that's why I am in the booth staying out of the way of it all. Let them fight it out.
Yeah, exactly.
They can take the heat off me. But, yeah, you never know. I mean, hopefully there aren't any hard feelings. LRS and SP are good friends, but they've gone into each other before. So, it won't be the first time, and probably won't be the last, especially with next year's cars being so stable and bringing in a lot of parity to the league and everything. The rest kind of just still chilling behind Ducky, not doing too much. Right on board with us. Here, bumper team.
So, going watching this race, they came up with these new stats for us drivers here in TLR. And I'm going to pull them up and just kind of read off some of them. But big one, number 1 at 96, Big Dog Big. Ranked at 96 overall for TLR ratings. I mean, your overall is pretty accurate. The short track is dead on. I think it could be 100. I think it could be a 99 instead of 98. A mile and a half. I honestly think you should be a part of TLR 99. My honest opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I try to stay humble with it. There's definitely right, mile and a half. I don't win there all the time. I have one on the feet, but I don't win there all the time, so definitely want to get better there. I think I only have 2 road course wins. Homestead Global that we kind of made up in this league, which has been awesome, but the only real, I guess, road course win I have is so walk experience. So to improve there, short tracks, hey,
You were close. You were close.
Yeah.
To be fair, you were close to winning Richmond until an accident happened. You got spun out.
Right. Got some unfortunate events that happened there, but hey, I think short tracks are definitely my strong suit. I don't know if I'm Josh Berry by any means, but definitely try to be my best there. But man, you took the cake on the dirt track side. Now Bristol Dirt's going to be one of your go-to tracks that you're sort of.
Oh, I can't wait. I love dirt racing. I give everybody a hard time every time we go there. But I feel like I can back racing the dirt.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you've been the best one that's racing Bristol Dirt so far. It's been a struggle for me, so that's one that you got circled to get you a win game in the playoffs later on next season. That's going to be huge for you. I'll see what I can do for you. I don't know if I'm going to be that great. I'm going to try though.
Well, these next gen cars are really unstable on dirt, which I love, and that's what people need to understand. You don't go into Bristol Dirt racing like a modified or a late model. You got to keep the thing straight. You got to keep the corners straight, just like the trucks at Eldora. The more sideways you get, the more speed you scrub. You can't do that, and that's where a lot of people make their mistakes. You've got to keep the car straight, whether it's down the straightaway or through the corner. That car cannot break loose. You can't get it pitched sideways. If you pitch it sideways, you're scrubbing speed and you're falling behind.
Absolutely. Taking a look here at some of the leaders. I think SPs are still chilling behind them. Nobody's on the pit yet. They got 9 laps until fuel according to the stream here. What about is LRS being too patient? I feel like track position is always key, especially here where it seems like it might be a little difficult to pass. I don't know if he's had some chances to take some lead, just haven't done it. I'm just worried he's just being too conservative. That's one of LRS's MOs. He's not too aggressive. I always tell me to be a little bit more aggressive. He just wants to win in his own way.
Well, you know, there's a reason we give him the name Mr. Second Place, and I feel like that's the main reason, because he's a real conservative driver. He's not going to force a lot of issues because he's a really respectful driver. I will give him this. LRS,
Yes.
one of the most respectful drivers I've ever been around. You'll bump into him, he'll bump into you, you'll be like, hey, Luke, sorry about that. And you'll be like, hey, don't worry about it. He goes and runs away from you like, did he do that?
Right, exactly.
But I feel like that's why he's awarded the name Mr. Second Place, because at times I think he can be a little too conservative. He needs to crank that dial up. It's for the chip right now. You've got to crank it up, and you've got to start being more aggressive.
Yeah, you don't really have to worry about people's feelings, but what I will say for him is he makes some excellent moves. BB&T racing is some
I
excellent
remember that
moves, so yeah.
You think here we're probably going. That was a beautiful pass that he made on the cup race that walked in.
Yep, walking point earlier this season. He had my number, and I knew the second time around. I didn't really want to do that again. It's really close to that number. Definitely getting back in the looks like they have 6 laps, 5 laps actually, until they got to the pit.
So Mo, you're a master. One of the master strategists for these race cars. When are you making your pit stop? And what are you doing?
With this one, I'm waiting until the last second as LRS goes in the pits. Great timing. SP. I'm wondering if SP sped there or not. That was a heck of a move. I'm surprised he did that to LRS. To be honest with you, that just shows me that SP wants track position and wants to get ahead of him. I don't know if this is the right time to pit though. I feel like it's too early.
I feel like it's a little too early. I feel like you need to pit with at least 2 or 3 laps of fuel left.
Yeah, Ducky is always a guy that takes it to the last minute. Usually so on with a track here where after you pit, you're still gonna have like 15 laps to go. If you can stretch it as far as you can, I think Ducky's gonna come out with fresher tires on the SP and RS, and he might run away with it.
Well, I tell you this, SP did not get busted for speeding. He's actually going to beat LRS off of pit road.
Oh wow, this is gonna change up some things. He's gonna have SP in front of him. Are they gonna draft together and they pull away? Try to I don't know. They have to
just
right back on.
They just re-entered back straightaway. I'm going to find Ducky and see where he's at right now. He's now on the front straightaway. So Ducky has just re-entered on the front straightaway. I bet you both LRS and SP are 1 lap down by this point. And you can only imagine how far Ducky's going to be ahead when he makes his pit stop, because LRS and SP, they were on the back straightaway while Ducky was going down the front straightaway a full lap ahead of him.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We're going to stick with Ducky here and see his lights are on for his
I can hear it. He's coming. Here he
tires.
comes.
Here he comes, and we are going to take a ride with LRS and SP to see how this shakes up. LRS got around SP in the meantime, so that's interesting. And right now,
Ducky on pit road as both second and third place, they will get their laps back. Ducky's still rolling down pit road, so it's going to be close. It is going to be really close. Ducky is just now entering his pit stall.
LRS came on pit road right as soon as he was right on Ducky's back bumper. So I feel like LRS and SP are going to come out in front of him. But I feel feel like Ducky's going to track them down somehow. Or is SP going to help LRS try to
Now
hold Ducky in contention?
Okay, well now Ducky just exited pit road. I can see LRS and SP as they come out of the board. Here they come. SP and LRS on the outside. Here they go. Ducky back under power
Here
out
they
of pit
go.
road. What a strategy by your top two.
Yep, that was huge for them, and I feel like they're going to stay in the draft together and maybe pull away as much as they can. Ducky doesn't have anybody, I don't think. Yeah, he doesn't have anybody. Brad's coming, but he's pretty far, so I don't know if they're going to work together, if they need to work together. But it's going to be a little bit until he gets to those guys. I think he might be able to track them down, but he's going to need to give it everything he's got right here.
Well, we
SP
have
and
what,
LRS
15, 14 laps of racing left.
Yep. Yeah, we have about, I think, 15, and I'm trying to look on Ducky's stream, but it's not coming up, so I'll see next time he comes around, but I think we have 14 to go.
I feel like that's enough, because Ducky has got a really fast truck right now.
Yeah, and he's close. You can kind of tell he's closing in as he goes through 3 and 4 here. Closing in little by little. If I'm looking at Ducky's stream, he gained 0.2 of a second going into 3 and 4. He got 0.3 of a second on SP, and there's 13 to go. Yep, it's 2.5 seconds, 2.4 seconds, 2.3 seconds.
So he's gaining.
SP.
He is gaining on him right now. SP's not really holding a straight line behind LRS. He's not really running the same line. Now he's going to take a peek to the inside. LRS is going to shut the door on him down the front straightaway. You know, they gotta think they have got to stay in line. If they really want LRS to win this championship, then they have to stay in line. They got to stay nose to tail. They can't be doing this stuff that they're doing right now because that 23 is closing fast.
He is closing quick. He's about 2 seconds behind SP. Only gained 1/10 of a second that last 1 and 2 there. So interesting there. I'm curious if he gets to SP, how much SP might hold him up, if at all. Let's see how that goes. So
well, SP is not doing a great job at staying behind LRS. I don't know what to think right now because LRS is really blocking the 32 right now. The 32 all over the rear bumper down in 1 and 2. Now look at that as they come down the back straightaway. He's going to take a peek to the inside, down the back straightaway. Now LRS throws it to the bottom, throws it back to the top side, down into 3 and 4. It's really hard to tell what they're trying to do back there.
Yeah, Ducky is 1.7 back. If I'm doing my math correctly, he's going to need to at least get 2 to 3 tenths each lap. It's down to 1.6 right now. And it's about to be 10 laps to go. It's 10 laps to go as they all pass the line. So coming out of 1 and 2. We'll check Ducky's stream to see how much he closed in. He closed into 1.4 seconds back.
Man, he is coming right now. These two up front are really not doing any favors for each other. I'm listening to the motor on the 32 machine. He is really having to roll out of it into 3 and 4. I mean, that's not good. You need to keep the RPMs up. Both of these guys are really backing up. I don't know if they're trying to save their stuff until the end, but they are losing ground right now. That 23 is closing the gap down the back straightaway.
Yeah, he is close. He is about 1.1 seconds away from SP right now. Once he gets that draft, he's going to be closing right in. I'm just curious what SP is going to do. If he's going to help LRS or he's going to say, screw it, I'm going for the W. And I think they're going to be at 8 to go. SP gained a little bit out of 3 and 4.
Whoa, but he really backed it up. Lost the gap. Yep. Look at the gap between them. That's not what LRS needs. He needs that 32 on the rear bumper as they go down the back straightaway. Now the 32 is back on the bumper. Now he's going to look to the outside down into 3 and 4.
Yep, looking to the outside.
The 32,
SP
he nicked the apron. That's going to slow him even more. Where's the 23 at? He is closing and he is almost there.
LRS is probably shaking his boots right now. SP is only 0.8 ahead of Ducky and with 7 laps to go. SP coming right off the bottom right to LRS's back bumper, and they are still nose to tail, but I think Ducky, he's going to get the draft here in the next lap or 2.
He's closing.
7 laps, he's going to be there.
I'm watching the back view of the 32 car, and that 23 is closing the gap.
He's like Jaws. Don't call him Kevin Harvick.
Here's the question. What is the 23 gets to the rear bumper. Catching them is one thing. Passing them is going to be a whole different animal. And I can guarantee you, the chrome horns are fixing to come out. That 23 is not going to be denied. I guarantee it.
Yep, I don't think he's going to let up at all. He really wants this championship. I know it. So he is 0.7 back from SP at the moment, and I'm curious if he's going to get to this draft here or not, as I think they're coming to 5 laps to go, if I have it correct. I'm looking at Ducky's stream here, which is a little behind. I'm pretty sure this is 5 laps to go.
Oh, SP took a peek to the inside, and look, they made contact. LRS up the racing
man.
surface, just the proof. SP off pace. Here comes the 23.
Ducky's loving this with 5 laps to go.
Ducky is closing gap as they go down the back straightaway, down into 3 and 4. SP, there's a gap between. Oh my goodness, it's going to get crazy. It is going to get crazy. The 23 has caught the 32.
He has caught the 32, and SP, I think he's doing everything he can to possibly get back up to LRS. 4 laps to go here. This is going to get a little chaotic. I think SP is going to be a little bit of a roadblock for LRS here. As LRS dives down to the bottom, does a little serpentine move, gets back to the wall, brings it down. The rest is going to have the lead.
Here we go, 3 to go. This time by the 23 on the back bumper of the 32 as they see 3 to go. Now he's taking a peek to the inside, down the dog leg, down into 1 and 2.
SP blocks him. SP blocks him.
That 23 is not going to be happy with that. He's going to get the run to the outside, down into 1 and 2. The 23 looking to the outside. Now he's going to cross over down the back straightaway.
This is teammate strategy at its finest. I know Ducky is not happy right now. This is 3 laps to go, and SP is
He's fixing to force the issue. I guarantee it. There he goes.
Yep, here he goes.
Inside. 23 looking to the inside for second.
Man, and he let off a little bit. I thought he was going to get into SP a little bit more there, but I think going into 1 and 2, he's going to take SP. He's going to take that position from him with ease as they go to 2 laps to go here. SP still to his outside. 2 laps to go. What is going to happen here as UTR rules cautions have been off since 5 laps to go. Ducky looks like got a little loose as LRS has about 3 serpentines down, gets down to the bottom here. I think Ducky, he might have hit the apron, I can't really tell. And go to this bumper cam, see if he can catch him with this last lap. 1 lap to go. LRS and Ducky, it all comes down to this for the championship. LRS is flanking going into 1 and 2 here. Is he going to finish it off? Is he going to finish his own story to get this championship? Not Mr. Second Place. Let's see if he can do it going into the back straightaway. Ducky's going to try everything he can to try to get up here. LRS.
Oh, Ducky
LRS.
on the racing service. Calling the dogs and put out the fire. We've got us a new champion. It is
We got us a new champion.
LRS.
New champion LRS. No more second place. Finishes his story. Uses his teammate for to win. Doesn't sound like Ducky's too happy on the radio from what I hear here, but he did everything he could. Congrats to LRS for getting it
I feel
done.
bad for the 23. I guarantee you that 32 was blocking those last 2 laps. There was no way he was going to win the chip, so he was pretty much playing blocker. And you can't blame the 23 for being mad, you know, because we saw the gap between the 23 and the 32, and then the gap between the 32 and the 2. I guarantee you, as soon as they seen 3 to go, that 32 backed up a little bit to slow up the 23 to allow the 2 to pull away down the back straightaway as they came to 3 to go.
Yes, and I think that was their strategy. That's why they pitted early. That's why they got in before Ducky there, and they knew what to do to get it done. So I feel like they've been practicing that all week, and LRS got the dub. It helps to have friends. It helps to know who you know, and if you can pull off the right strategy, that's all that matters at the end. So congrats to LRS. Proud of that guy. He deserves this championship. He's been racing so hard. And not only is he a light year champion, he is now a Truck Series champion in the Cup Series. And he has a chance to win tomorrow. So it's going to be interesting how this all goes. And we'll get these final 3 guys in here. So let's invite them.
That's a shame, too, because
offline.
Ducky had the quickest time of the race at a 31.212.
Yeah, what a lap time there for him. He had a
Dude,
heck of a race. As we have Ducky joining us, we're going to invite SP and LRS here in a minute. Alright, we'll get after it here in a minute. Kenny, I will let you take third and first place because you are a great broadcaster, and I am just joining. So you guys got them, and I'll take Ducky. So I guess we start off with SP. You take it away, Kenny.
so
Or
SP, you got
yeah.
to copy my guy.
I'm here. I'm here.
Man,
Audio's included in everything.
man, you had a great run tonight. Obviously not how you wanted your season to end. You wanted that championship, but coming into this race -8, you really needed the stars to align perfectly for you to be able to clinch the Truck Series championship. But all in all, you still had a great race. Just take us through what it was like in those last few laps.
Yeah, I mean, just overall, just really good. We were fast tonight. Didn't expect it out of us in 32 camp, but we showed speed tonight. Last race of the season, wanted to go out strong, maybe with a win. Um, yeah, didn't quite get there, but on the podium's pretty cool. Congrats to LRS on the championship, and I feel bad for Ducky just because, well, I felt like I was in his way there on the like three to go, and I probably should have moved over, but it's I don't know. I can't take it back now. I'm kind of upset that I did that, but overall good race, I guess. I mean, just LRS, Ducky, they're probably the two fastest trucks there tonight. But yeah, just that's about all I gotta say, man. Just good season from us.
Well, congrats on a solid third place finish, and congrats on a top three finish for the championship run this year.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to move
So
on to our second place finisher. We're going to let Mole in the hole, or as some people like to call him, More in the hole, take over our second
yeah,
place runner.
definitely more in the hole with the commentary tonight. But
Oh,
anyways, I will pass it over to Ducky here. SP kind of mentioned it a little bit. Said he might have got it in your way at the end there, and took away your championship hopes. I know you're probably deflated and everything, but let us in on your point of view and how the ending of that race went for you.
Yeah, two things could have went different. I should have not went outside of him. I should have definitely just tried to go under. Didn't want to be dirty. Should have pitted a lap sooner. And yeah, he did, but that's what happens. Nothing you can do to take it back. We'll get one day. Go finish second tomorrow.
Hey, you still got a chance for the championship tomorrow. Don't be too deflated yet. I know you've been going through it, had a rough season, but you've busted your tail all season. Nothing to hang your head about. You're a great competitor. All three of you guys are great competitors. So definitely proud of what you've done this season, and we'll definitely see you tomorrow night. And I will pass over to Kenny to get our champion and our winner for tonight.
Definitely congratulations, LRS.
LRS, you got your ears on, my guy.
Yes, sir, Kenny. How are you?
Great. Mr. Second Place, no more. You finally broke the camel's back. You finally cracked it. You got it. How does it feel to be the 2023 Truck Series champion, my friend?
Man, it's great. Um, First of all, before I get into it, I do want to give a shout out to Ducky. It was me and Ducky all season long. The stats show it. The finish shows it. Me and him came into this race 1 point apart, and um, yeah, he put up a great fight. I feel like I put up as best a fight as I could. I was chilling behind him. I was content until I had to do something, and it never happened. I never had to do anything. I was just there in the front. SP, I guess, got in his way. I wasn't looking behind me. I had the ticker off and the mirror off. I was not looking behind me. Did not want to force myself into a mistake.
Yeah, you know, they've already talked about it, but that 23 was closing fast on you guys, and I gotta know, was there a plan for SP to help, keep you out front? if he couldn't win the championship. I mean, I know you guys aren't dirty or nothing, and I know you guys are one of the clean racers in the league. But was there a contingency plan in place tonight for one of y'all to help the other try to win the championship if it came down to it?
I mean, like friends in this league, we all talk to each other. I've talked to Ducky about helping him and him helping me. I've talked to Mole about myself helping him, and um, just like that, I talked to SP. I was like, listen, we got to be there for each other. We can't rig the race, obviously. You can't. That it's against the rules, but we have to be there for each other. And Ducky knew that as well. I talked to Ducky separately. We had a plan in place if things got bad and we had to do stuff, but nothing ever happened. I mean, SP knew that it was going to come down to me and Ducky at that point, and there was no set plan in place. If something happened, it was his choice.
Well, all right. Well, that's all I guess everybody wants to know. But most importantly, dude, you've been Mr. Second Place for who knows how long, coming in second in races or championships. You finally got one in the UTLR league. How does it feel to finally be a champion?
I'm gonna kind of revert the question back to you, Kenny, because you're the SRX champion. How did you feel? Because I'm extremely, extremely happy right now.
I was ecstatic considering, SRX was, one of those uh series where we were running both dirt and asphalt, and I was out there winning on both dirt and asphalt. So it was a great feeling to clinch a championship. But not only do you clinch a championship, but you also clinch a spot in some off-season stuff. Not going to talk too much about it, but now you are you you've made it into a certain select few for some off-season racing.
Yeah. Not too sure we can mention a lot of that, but I feel like we're gonna have a lot of fun here, and I'm very, very excited for the future. This league has been building as we move into season 6. This league, I personally can say, is the best out there. Everything that I've done here, everything that Alex has done, and Mole and Ducky and SP and all the admins, Kenny, there sometimes, and One Bad, everybody, Hack. I could go on and on. Denny, load broke. Everybody has been there, and everybody works together in this league, and that's exactly what you want. As long as everybody gets along, and yeah, we do have our problems, it will run smoothly, and this is the best league that I've ever been a part of, and I can assure you, new drivers, new racers here will say the exact same thing.
Could not agree with you more, my friend. Now, congratulations on your win. Before we, cut this stream short and, we say goodbye and everything, I wanna get some words from the league owner himself. Alex, UTLR Storm, you got your ears on, my guy.
Yes, sir, I do.
Alex, tonight concluded season 5 of UTLR truck racing. This season was a milestone for UTLR. If you can make it to the 5th season, you're obviously doing something right. So, as league owner, league president, whatever you consider yourself, you know, how does it feel to know that we've made it to season 5, and now we've got a new season 6 looming around the corner with new challenges, new racers, you know, but big thing is how do you think season 5 went for everybody?
Okay, honestly, I'm going to pause on that. I want to do something special. First of
Oh,
all, so I will get back to that question in just a quick second. First of all, thank you to everybody who's tuning in, first of all, for sure. Couldn't have done this without y'all, the viewers, and without Mullen King up here in the booth rocking it. But for sure, Luke Smith, LRS, um, thank you for being this year's champion. You have earned it. You have 3 wins on the season and many top fives, many top tens. You've been here since the beginning, almost the beginning of this league and the beginning of this season. Just not really showboating, but just being there when it matters most, being right there in contention week in and week out. Uh, and congratulations if we had a trophy to hand you right now, personally, and trophy presentation for sure. Congratulations. You are the Season 5 Truck Series Under the Lights Racing champion, my man. Congratulations.
I also
Yes,
wanted to
sir.
extend my congratulations to LRS Luke himself. Dude has been amazing since day one. I kind of sent him a message earlier. I said, go out and win it tonight. So I'm super proud of him. He's put in the work since day one. He would get second place all the time, and then he pulled off win after win after win. And some in second places in between there, but it all came to fruition with a great win tonight and a great championship. So this one's well deserved, brother. Congrats to you, and glad I've met you in person, have you as a friend, and I will see you tomorrow night racing for a championship tomorrow too. Appreciate you, brother.
And then back to the question, Kenny. So season 5 has been amazing, and we're not quite done. Like Mo and Elris were mentioning, we still have the Cup Series in our quote unquote next gen cars next season before we move on to the actual next gen cars. But man, to have one series in the books is a accomplishment. Um, to know that season 5 is coming to an end, we have come up with so many ideas thanks to LRS, thanks to Mole. You've thrown in your input here and there. These admins have worked their butts off all season long to come up with new ideas. Throughout the season, we started the Truck Series a little bit later than we did the Cup Series, so it came to fruition a little bit later because we had so many drivers wanting the trucks back. So we got them going about 3 weeks after the Cup Series got going, and it's unbelievable to know that we have gone 5 seasons. It's an astonishment to me as the owner, and I couldn't be more proud of the drivers that I have. I mean, I've told them multiple times of how much they're appreciated, but they just don't know it. They don't know how much they are appreciated. Being an admin, being a driver, it doesn't matter what role they are. Um, I'm glad to call every one of y'all in here and everybody on the track friends whenever they do come in, get to know them, and be a good driver. Even some of them that I would call a friend are no longer a friend. We've had our ins and outs with some drivers, but all in all, I cannot be thankful enough with this league. I put in so much work, so much dedication on my own personal time to make sure that everything flows smoothly, week in, week out, day to day basis. Make it. I feel like it's a job whenever I don't get paid for. But uh, it's it's heartfelt, and I cannot wait to wrap it up tomorrow night. As much as I hate to see season 5, a anniversary season going away, knowing there's uh, a future on the horizon. We've got brand new cars we just got a couple months ago that we finally get to debut in a league race. It's coming up in a short few months. We've got a possible update coming on that we're very excited about coming to new games coming in the future. This is just a start, and 5 seasons in, maybe not really a start, but I think truly it is a start. So appreciate everything that everybody's done.
Well, you guys heard it here. Season 5 almost almost done. Trucks ended tonight, and we've got Cup tomorrow night. LRS, SP, Mole, and Bad News Ducky competing for the championship tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel. You do not
And
want to miss this one.
INF,
It's going to be a heck of a show. Our boys, INF, is NASCAR Boy going to be with him tomorrow night?
he should be, yes. So
So
INF and NASCAR Boy
INF,
will be joining.
INF, NASCAR Boy taking over the booth tomorrow night. Thank you, everybody, for letting both myself and my good friend, More in the Hole, take over calling y'all's race tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. I will be on track tomorrow, hopefully with a championship afterwards. But we appreciate you boys turning in. And with that, we say good night.
Before we do, though,
Ooh.
I will say this. There is breaking news. The number 24 UTLR Next Gen Cup car has been sponsored by Trojan.
Alex will figure out why that is later on. All right. Good night,
With
everybody.
that, good night, everybody.
With that being said, peace out. Have a great one. Hammer down. Deuces.